When you consider Adam, you have a man who through his own sin produced fear in this world. And yet when you consider Christ, there's not fear, but there is a never-wavering faithfulness to the will of God. Even in Gethsemane, as he prayed regarding the holy God removing this will from him, that is to go to Calvary, he said, not thy will be done. Not my will rather be done, but thine be done. Through Adam, you have someone that focused on self. I find it interesting that there he and Eve were standing at the tree of knowledge and evil. And as they're present, there's an awareness that is there. It seems through the Scriptures that Adam is one that is a witness to this temptation. And the Scripture clearly indicates that Eve was deceived, but Adam was not deceived. But at the end, Adam chose what all of those that are going to follow the likeness of Adam choose. Self. Chose what pleases himself. Yet you contrast that with the ministry of Jesus Christ here on earth, and you have someone that was focused on service. He had no house to call his own. He lived this sinless life for 3.5 years of ministry for the whole purpose of coming into the world to save sinners. You consider Adam. Adam, being confronted by his sin, uses every excuse of the flesh. That's what Adam did well. Adam was the first human to invent an excuse. And it's been a blight on this race since that time. Adam! What's happened? Well, it was the wife that thou hast given me that has done this. And since that time, everyone who has the blood that flows through their veins and the genetic distributions that came from Adam has been full to make excuses to every failure that they've had in this life. But when you consider Christ, you have an example of perfection. When you consider Adam, here's a man that had life and then died. When you consider Christ, you have a man whose death and subsequent resurrection brought life to all that will come unto him. And again, reckoning back to Adam, Adam's life brought continual death. For every descendant of Adam has learned the truth that will eventually pass in the book of Romans, the wages of sin is death. And because of Adam's sin, it permeated all of his descendants, and as such, that sin has been passed upon all men, for all have sinned and come short of the glory of God. That's what Adam brought us. You come to Adam. Adam's desirous of knowledge. Remember the temptation to Eve? He shall be like unto gods. Consider Christ, he that knew all things. Philippians tells us he made himself of no reputation. You can't find two more polar opposite individuals than Adam and Christ. Adam's expression, rebellion. Christ, the Messiah's expression, obedience. Adam's end, humility and shame. Christ's end, Philippians chapter 2, exalted, a name which is above every name.